Welcome back, co-spoilers. Here we are again with another episode as we dive into the world of movies. Oh wait, here's a glimpse. Are you ready to jump on this movie and enjoy the things that doesn't matter?
Eloise Ellie Turner, Thomasin McKenzie, the wide-eyed hero at the heart of executive Edgar Wright's smart however specifically idle horror/comedy, Final Night in Soho, has huge dreams of getting to be a mold creator. But a phantom frequents her. Ellie's mother had comparative wants of working as a creator. Her mother moved to London as it were to pass on by suicide. Presently Ellie sees her appearance in each reflect. Anyone up for grabs? This is the time where we need to be more efficient and be more careful about everything we know and what we must talk and how we value our time. I've wasted 2 years of my life because I had money then. Not making the most out of it is one of my biggest regret of all time. Now I am broke and I don't know what to do with my life, and now it starts to make me realize that not everyone can be that great, and once you have what you really want and you don't take it value for it's really what is it. You will lose it, and also you will lose your mind at the process. But the thing is, the more you do things the more it will make sense, and with that it's starting to sink in with me how things are correlated and how things can do on its own. Moreover, to her mother, Ellie, who adores the styles and music of the 1960s, chooses to migrate to London for mold school. But her hovering grandma, a touching Rita Tushingham, fears for her. She can see and feel feelings others cannot, a kind of solid psychic connect to her environment. After getting a tepid gathering from her college mates, they bother the inventive Ellie for wearing the dress that she made, and for her humble nation beginnings in Cornwall, she chooses to move out on her possess. She rents a vintage level from a strict but apparently caring Ms. Collins, Diana Rigg, in her last film part. It's a brilliant setup for Ellie until she starts to dream of being Sandy, Anya Taylor-Joy, a swinging, youthful fair lady who lived in 1966 London. Before long the bounds between reality and daydream obscure, and Ellie's dreams ended up bad dreams. Co-written with Christy Wilson Cairns, 1917, writes, Last Night in Soho is clever and chaotic, smooth and a la mode, and falls separated in its perplexing moment half. The primary area of Last Night in Soho sings by way of Wright's propensity for sharp needle drops, tunes like Petula Clark's Downtown, James Ray's Got My Intellect Set on You, and Diminish and Gordon's A World Without Love toe tap Ellie's undertakings through London. The youthful lady is kind of a hayseed, astonished by what she's examined, approximately the huge city, and looking for the London she's listened in her favorite tunes. How Mackenzie plays Ellie isn't not at all like her turn as Tom in Leave No Trace. She's a stranger caught in a bizarre arrive, attempting to patch her disengagement from a parent. She employments her wistfulness for the 60s as a security net, inevitably buying dress from the period and changing her hair blonde. The beginning preface for Last Night in Soho, 2 hits. As the nation young lady presently living within the huge city, she must maintain a strategic distance from lustful components. Amid a skin-crawling cab ride, for occasion, the driver starts to comment on her legs, and needs to know on the off chance that other models live with her. Wright needs to create this film not fair as caution against day's sentimentality, but a evaluate of grimy, harmful men. This central snare clues at the last mentioned topic, that when Ellie rests she not as it were sees Sandy, Ellie gets to be Sandy. Ingenious in-camera impacts and arranging permit the exquisite Sandy to enter a hip, astounding 1960s club, slipping down a flight of stairs, past a divider made of mirrors. On one side of the mirrors is Sandy. On the other, Ellie. The two characters, in any case, are polar alternate extremes. Not at all like the modest Ellie, Sandy struts with the certainty of a runway show. She knows what she needs. And she considers she knows how to induce it. Where Wright's film starts to waver is with its scalawag. See, Sandy comes beneath the attentive eye of Jack, Matt Smith, a pompadoured, pinstripe-wearing specialist who speaks to all the girls. Unbeknownst to Sandy, Jack could be a pimp. And he employments her starvation for popularity against her by promising the ways that propositioning herself will offer assistance her career. Whereas Ellie comes to fear him, the group of onlookers doesn't. It's wrong to say the concept of Jack wouldn't make a hateable reprobate. But Wright doesn't build out that character sufficient for him to be more than a boogeyman. Wright made his stamp with the zombie comedy Shaun of the Dead, so it's not shocking that he'd return to the strategy here. In the midst of colorful, strange multicolored reflections, a gaggle of dreary nebulous visions show up to assault Ellie. These phantoms evoke few dreads due to their indistinguishability, and how often Wright sends them. The ever-shrinking boundaries between Ellie and Sandy may well be captivating in the event that the two were more associated past having the same address completely different decades. Last Night in Soho moreover endures from a common botch that emerges from colorblind casting. To evoke a panic in one scene, inadvertently the scariest within the film's solitary dark character, Michael Ajao, is dressed for Halloween as it were to have his night conclusion in a near-rape allegation by a white lady. It's troublesome to examine the scene without major spoilers, but producers got to get it that just casting a black actor isn't sufficient, particularly with the racial history of a scene like this one. A short time later, that dark character still tries to offer assistance the white individual who about got him murdered, a choice that's more far-fetched than any devil. Past the starting subjects, such as fanaticism to the past and poisonous men, there's fare not sufficient to carry the film. Wright doesn't have anything to say around the sex industry, the casting love seat or mental well-being past a surface-level understanding. Instead, he depends on cornball humor, abundant blood and gut, and praises to distant way better movies. Regularly that'd be sufficient, and it has been within the past, but the tonality doesn't very square with the film's overwhelming subjects this time. In truth, the turn finishing won't shock numerous. Eventually, Ellie's story feels deficient, buried by the mold of the film until the fashion cannot carry it. Wright's Last Night in Soho highlights an executioner soundtrack and chic retro mold by outfit architecto Deal Dixmiro, however disintegrates into a baffling hill of boredom. Thanks for watching our video. As we wrap things up, we want to say a big thank you for being a part of our awesome community. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you never miss out on our future adventures. We appreciate all the likes, comments, and support you've given us. It's because of viewers like you that we're able to keep creating great content. So stay tuned for more exciting videos coming your way. Remember, you're the reason we do what we do. Without you, our channel wouldn't be the same. So, until next time, take care, stay awesome, and keep spreading the positivity. See you soon.